On the road again, I'm on the road again.
This is the Rode Wireless Go compact wireless microphone system. So in the box we've got the quick start guide, we've got some little regulatory and safety guides, we've got a couple of muff filters, we've got ourselves a cable as well, and we've got a little carry pouch. You do actually get two USB-C cables as well with this kit. And we've got these two bad boys as well. Bad boys, bad boys. So look at both of the devices. This one has got a little screen on the front. We have the power button on top. We've got a DB button, and we've got another button there which I'm not sure what that is for at the moment. We've also got a clip on the back, and the other one has got the microphone on the top. You can plug an external microphone into this as well. So this does come with an inbuilt microphone, but you can choose to use your own microphone if you wish. We've got a couple of lights here. We have the USB-C on the side as well to be able to charge the device up. We have the power button on the bottom, and once again we have a clip on the back. Now this is how easy it is to connect these two devices. So we have the power button on the receiver, so if we hold that down, it says wireless go, that is on, ready to go. We go to the microphone, we hold the power button down, you'll see the blue lights come on, and that is it. It is as easy as that to connect these devices. If you do ever get an issue where the receiver's not picking up the microphone, you can hold down this button here, and that should attempt to find the signal. So the little wireless signal's flashing, so if you give that a few seconds, it will try and repair itself with the microphone. And that's it, we're connected back up again now, so you can see the little bar going up because I'm speaking, and that is how you repair the devices. So the audio you're currently listening to is coming from my Movo microphone, but now we're going to switch over to the Rode Wireless Go, and we're going to test out the Rode microphone now. So the audio you are listening to is coming from the Rode microphone. Something else to mention, it is omnidirectional, which means that wherever I turn this microphone, you should still be able to hear me. It shouldn't really drop out, it should kind of be the same audio level all the way around. One other thing we need to test as well is if I turn around, can you still hear me? So if I turn to the side, you should still be able to hear me. If I turn my back to the camera, hopefully the receiver is still picking this up. We turn to the side again, that should definitely be working, and we will face the front, and that should be working, or we got some serious issues. So let's start walking backwards now and see how far we can actually get. 1, 2, 3, 4. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we've took 100 steps behind us now, so hopefully you can still hear me. We'll do a quick test from the side as well. Can you still hear this? And we'll turn our back. You go to the side again, there's a chance it might come back now, and we'll face the front and we'll begin walking back towards the camera. So we reckon this is probably about halfway here, so you should be able to hear me. If I turn to the side, hear this. The side again, and then we'll turn around and we'll walk back towards our starting position. So I'll do a quick test where we've got the DB setting on full, but you might pick up an awful lot of wind noise once it is actually turned up on full, and it may sound like I'm shouting a lot as well. If you want to attach the wind filter onto the microphone, we've got two little white clips there which attach right next to the microphone socket. So if I just give that a little push, and now that is attached. So this is a quick test now with the audio with the wind filter on. It is quite a windy day out here today, so hopefully this does eliminate some of that wind noise. Now we're inside, it is dead silent in this room, and hopefully you can hear me coming through pretty clearly here. I'm trying not to shout with my voice as well, just trying to speak in a normal tone. And if I talk directly into the microphone now I start moving the microphone away. So we'll go completely at arm's length, and you've got an idea of what the audio sounds like using the inbuilt microphone, but can we tell the difference when we use a lav mic as well? So we've connected the lav mic up. Okay, I'm pretty sure you should be making that kind of noise. Okay, so I've got the receiver right next to the lav microphone, and when we've done that previously, we had a lot of issues with all the interference. So if I move this further away, does that make any difference? Now we're using the lav microphone, we're going to press that dB button again. So in this bottom corner down here, down there you can see that's a full bar. So if I press the dB button, we've now gone down to an empty bar, and I'm not sure if this is actually changing anything with the audio levels. Now if we click it one more time and we go up to there, does that make any difference at all with audio levels? And now I've just played that footage back, it definitely does do something. I'm pretty certain that I had this on full, so let's get that once again in focus. So this was on full, but now I've just changed it so it's on the lowest setting, which seems to drown out a lot of the background noise now, which is really good. I mean, it is slightly confusing because this green bar looks the same whichever setting you've got, but if you are in an environment like mine where I've got a PC that's on in the background, it does a really good job in drowning that noise out and just hearing my voice. That is something to be aware of. So if you've got one of these wireless Go systems, you need to kind of have a play around with that setting, because that will kind of make or break your audio. Now when it comes to mobile phones, I haven't been able to get the wireless Go to work on a mobile phone. I've tried it on my poker phone and I've tried it on a Samsung Galaxy S9. Whether I need a converter cable, I'm unsure, but using the cable that came with the Rode Wireless Go, plugging that directly into the receiver and into the mobile phone, that hasn't worked. And we tried using Open Camera as well as the piece of software.
That's unfortunate.
And what are the final thoughts on the Rode Wireless Go? I am very impressed on one hand and very disappointed on another. It's really difficult to explain. I mean, I'm impressed because how small this device actually is, and when it works, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I can't really fault it when it is working, but on the other hand, I have noticed some issues with the device. The main issue I've been hitting is to do with the lav mics. Whenever I connect an external microphone into this, it's very hit and miss whether it will work or not. So when I plug my mobile microphone in, it worked fine. I've got a cheap and nasty lav mic that I've plugged in, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I get an interference noise, sometimes I don't. So I'm not too sure how my final footage is going to sound once it's been recorded. I've had occasions where I've been recording this review and I've had to keep going back and re-recording things because, like I say, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If I just use the inbuilt microphone, that works fine. I mean, I've cocked up a little bit using the dB settings. I had that on full without even realising, so obviously it's been picking up a lot of background noise. If you're looking at connecting external microphones, hopefully you have better luck than me, because it's very hit and miss.
What's so great about it?
I mean, how they've managed to pack this kind of technology in such a small device is outstanding. I really do like it. I think it is very expensive, and because it's expensive, you kind of expect everything to work on it, and that's just not been my experience with external microphones, unfortunately. I mean, it's one of those, if I plug my microphone in and it didn't work like 100% of the time, I'll be like, well, that's just more to do with my microphone. And if I plugged another one in and that worked 100% of the time, I'll be like, oh, that one's a better mic, that's why. It's the same microphone, and I plug it in, it doesn't work. I plug it in again, it does work.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I've tried turning the device off and plugging it in and starting again, and sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. Is the Rode Wireless Go something I'm going to continue using? Yeah, most probably, just because of the portability. It is a really good device. With the Wireless Go, there's a little bit of trial and error involved to do with that dB button. The inbuilt microphone performs really well on this, so chances are I might not actually need to use a lav mic. The only issue is that this could be a little bit of a problem to get attached and to kind of disguise, whereas with a lav mic you can kind of get inside your shirt, inside your collar. With this, it might be a little bit more difficult to conceal it. And my star rating on the Rode Wireless Go will be 7 stars out of 10.